YouTube? It's your boy Scotty Flow here from Power Surge World. In today's video, we're going to analyze CC Sabathia and how he analyzed how before he was punching out batters and now he's punch drunk. So let's get started. So you can see on the left we have a clip from 2015 and on the right we have a clip from 2009. Alright, so this is from World.com StatCast. Whatever. So let's analyze each delivery. So you can see, let's just take both CCs into lift leg. Or before we start, you can see like CC on the right, he's a lot bigger. You can tell in his shoulders, his butt, his legs are a lot stronger. You see on the left, you see just a smaller guy. Now, I mean, this could work in his favor, but obviously working against his favor in that, yeah, he said he lost like 20, 30 pounds. That before he was like 320, 330. And then this past season, he went down to like 285. Maybe he actually gained some weight with drinking so much. Whatever. But he, like, it's okay to lose weight as long as or gain weight as long as you maintain or increase your power to weight ratio. Like, yes, he's thinner, but along with that 30 pounds, that probably a lot of it was good muscle because obviously when you throw 88 instead of 98, your power to weight ratio has to go down. Like, let's just say when CC weighed 330, let's say he squatted, make it easy, 660 pounds, double body weight, right? Probably didn't squat that much, that's a lot. And in 2015, let's say he squatted 285, but now he could only squat 400 pounds, which is a lot less than double body weight. So even though he lost that weight, that because his power to weight ratio went down, then his velocity therefore will decrease. Now, if you let's say he lost 40 pounds, but his squats stayed the same or went down a little, then that's okay. But because it decreased, then you could see the decrease in velocity. Alright, so enough rambling. Let's get started. So let's take both CCs into left leg. And here. So, see in both 2009 and 2015, I say mostly upright. It's pretty similar and not a lot of changes. See, it's almost identical. Now, see when he's loading, take him into load, take him into load. So, this is probably where you start seeing a slight difference, where if you look at his lift leg from here, if you watch his foot, watch his front foot, wait a second. So if you watch his front foot here, and compare it to the CC of 2015, the CC of 2015 is a lot more rotational. So if you see here, you see his, if you watch his front hip that he's slightly closed off, but you see in this frame, we'll try to line up the frames. This is right before explosion, and this is right before attempt of explosion, that he's a lot more rotational. You see also by his arms, you see his upper body. His upper body in 2015 is a lot more rotated, and here it's a lot more towards home plate. Like, obviously you want to be closed off slightly, and maybe if you're really good in exploding that, you could be closed off that much. Like Chapman's really closed off, But if you're struggling with getting through your front leg, then I highly advise not to be closed off. As you can see in CC's case, it decreases velocity. Also, you could tell like at this point his arm is higher up than at this point. Now, this isn't because he changed his arm action. This is probably more because of the fact that he is going slower down the mound in 2015. So then as a result, he has to delay his arm in an attempt to get as much hip to shoulder separation as he had in 2009. So, see, he's putting his arm up. You could also see this in people who have the inverted W, as usually pitchers who have the inverted W, they usually slow down the mound and have to use the inverted W to keep their shoulders back, delay their arm to time at a front foot strike. So those are two really big differences, and you can see like this is not going to turn out well. Now let's see when he's exploding out. You see, let's just look at his peak elbow, his elbow height before he flips his arm. It gets to right here, slightly above his arm. This is a slight inverted W, slightly above his shoulder, slight inverted W. Now let's look at this CC. That it's slightly lower here. You can tell it's probably at his shoulder. You see right here, it's slightly above his shoulder. So that just shows that in 2015, that 2009, that his arm actions didn't change, but it's just his body's natural reaction to try to delay his arm, to try to delay his timing, to make up for the fact that he's moving a lot slower, that he's a lot weaker. Alright? And now, let's take him to when he lands right here. Probably right here. And now when he lands right here. So you see right here, he's already opening up a lot more. Let's see if this is right. I mean, he lands here. He lands here. So the landing is maybe the same, it's similar, but when he stabilizes, see he's more stable on his front side. He stabilizes. That if you watch his torso in 2015 and 2009, so you see on 2015 his torso collapsed. You see it's going down. What was going to zoom in on that? In 2015, his torso goes down, while in 2009, it more spins about his axis better, his midline. See, he's higher up here. You see, if you look at here, he's falling forward. His glove side is collapsing, while in 2009, he's more upright. And he's still rotating through, of course, and he's still like thrusting forward with a chest thrust. But in 2009, he's using more his legs. His legs are going through. While in 2015, that because he didn't explode that much with his legs, you could see in this frame his back knee is completely extended and his hips are open. While in this frame, his back knee is still closed. Watch his foot. You see his foot is still slightly closed, while here his foot is more open up. Like, yeah, it doesn't seem like a big difference, but that just shows that he really pushed off the mound a lot harder in 2009. And you see his hips, go up the connect chain, his hips are a lot more open, and his hips are more closed here. So now, from pitch release, see, this is probably where he was. He's a frame late. That's where he is 2009. So pitch, let's go to chest thrust. So you see, like I said before, he's a lot more upright. This is pretty obvious now. That, I mean, this just shows also, like, yeah, you want chest thrust, but you don't want to be, you don't want to fake chest thrust like CC's trying to do. That he's trying to force it instead of letting it go naturally up his kinetic chain. Like in 2009, because he exploded so much harder, he's getting that natural stretch that's strong, while here he's really just has a collapsed front side. You see his whole right side, because he's a righty's glove side, is collapsed, while in 2009 his back, he's a lot stronger position. Alright. And now let's go to pitch release. Pitch release. So like I said before, he's falling off the mound, while here he's not really falling off as hard. And see, he's falling off a lot more. So if we go, let's pause it. See, they're paused here. Paused here. So if you watch his head is all the way here, while his leg is here. See, he's very much to the right. Like, yeah, he could fall off to the right. That's fine. You see how far away he is from the right. While on in 2009, his legs here, he's a lot more closer. He's a lot more closer, and his torso is a lot more upright. All right. And then they also show it at the end. This is a cool frame at the end where CC, I'm going to fast forward to it. You see in 2009 his torso is up, alright, and then in 2012 it's slightly more collapsed. It's still slightly up, and then in 2015 it's all the way to the right. Now this isn't purposeful, like this isn't because he's just trying to rotate more with his upper body. This is just because he's struggling. I'll show you once again. He's struggling to get through his front side with his legs. So as a result, you see his back knee's very hard for him to get through because he's a lot weaker. So as a result, he just has to use his upper body to go through. Well, in 2009, he gets through with his front side. He really pushes off a lot better. See right here. He's really pushing off, extending his back leg. So he's not going to fall off. He's not going to try to just use his upper body to go through. See with 2009, 2015. So you see, like I said, to watch his ankle is slightly closed off, and now here his ankle is completely extended. And then this is 96, and this is 88. So hope you got a lot of this video. I think it was pretty obvious, like his changes, his what happened from 2009 to 2015, and I truly think it's because of his weight loss that all this occurred. And you could also see from this video, you can also conclude from this that in the importance of strength, where this is the same guy with really the same mechanics. He really didn't change anything, but because he was so much weaker, he was unable to get through his front side to help it transfer through his kinetic change. So then he just had to swing his upper body through to throw 88 instead of using his legs to explode through, instead of just rotating through with his upper body, was how to throw 96 to 97 miles per hour and get a lot more success. So hope you enjoyed the video. I know I enjoyed making it. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let's go for 50 likes. That's the goal. Scotty Flow out. Tell your friends. Scotty Flow out.